Where's that thing? No, here. I see two things. I see some shadow in your energy sphere. It feels very cold, like metal. When I touch it, it doesn't shapeshift into anything. It doesn't have any DNA. It's like a system. It's like a machine. And that machine is connected to something. He has a white metallic, it's like a white metal cord. It's leading to the source. It's leading to the artificial source. The artificial source looks like a big machine, like a big barrel surrounded by a cloud matter. It has openings and tubes, and it has some boxes attached to the tubes. They store souls there. When I'm flying behind that thing, I see like looks like a portal, but it's black. It's like a black hole comes to me. The black hole is connected on the other side to the natural source that looks white and blue. And I feel like I belong and you belong to the natural source. I feel like I know you. You're nodding. You say that you know me. We'll find out later how. And I feel like you pop out of this natural source, as you say, like a scientist, like you study worlds. There are like screens all around. It's like a museum room with screens around. And it's like a vision room. You create visions of what you want to experience by creating vision of what or whom you want to be, in what space you want to be. You automatically create like a figure, like I see out of your own energy, you shape an avatar for yourself. Depending on which screen you focus and you got interested in, everything created by interest and imagination. And you look at this one screen and what catches you, the Orion belt, that this star, like there's 1, 2, 3, and this one on the west, it's called, we call it Mintaka, Mintaka. And there is a bright pink light coming from that star, like a portal, going into Sirius A, from up to down, like a passageway I feel like it's a portal for souls. And I looking at the screen with you, you're standing as like a tall figure, and you're like this light white with gray sparkling energy, but it's like this beautiful silver gray type thing. Just a figure, you're starting to shape shift into this blue kind of blue skinned man. And then you reconsider. You don't want to be on Series A. You want to experience life on Orion. I see Orion with white skinned people with green eyes. They look like us. Although they have blonde hair, green eyes, some of them blue eyes, but very white skin. You're shape-shifting into a figure like that. And then there's strange thing happening. It's like you're big, but then like part of your energy from the heart area from here separates from you because it's already connected to that avatar. It goes into this avatar, and the avatar is if it was floating towards that black hole. And I see like a swirl of energy, like it's like a very strong electromagnetic field that is sucking you in. As you go through, you're thinking like, I feel like I went through wrong, like in a wrong direction. I think that might not be the way. I should have teleported myself rather, and shaped my body right there. So there's a way to come to any planet as an energy, and then from that energy you can shape yourself into a body, even physical body if you want. Um, you get sucked into the hole, the other side of the hole connected to that artificial source, which makes my head spin and like ears pop. It's very kind of density is very it's very dense. It's as if you are stuck inside a metro train with lots of people around you who are pressuring you on the sides, like Swiss, like sardines in the jar. I guess that's the expression. That's pressure all over the place. And then you don't like the pressure, and you pop out on the other side. Through the tube you go, and I see you fly directly to this Mintaka star. And I see you reappear there. But you're at some lab. And they put you down for treatment. They strap you already have a body, like that body of a white-skinned man. You have a strange clothes on. The clothes it's like the extension of your consciousness. It can breathe. It's almost like the fabric that you can talk to. You can order, give commands to, and Ask, how is my body feeling? Change the temperature, please. Or we're going to this dimension, readjust my density, my frequency, and things like that. And they strap you into this chair. It's like a white leather chair, shiny, plasticky, fake leather, white. And feet and wrists strapped with the belts. And they put like it's like a box in your hand, and then rectangular box in your chest, and another sphere though into where the reproductive organs are. That sphere looks like a disco ball with multiple mirrors, just so weird looking. And it's got some yellow, bright yellow, kind of almost golden metallic rods sticking out of it. It's like a granite or something. Um, they they put some device over your hand that covers your hand to your nose. They give you an injection into the arm. So you lay like, it's like anesthesia. No, yes, it's like anesthesia. You can move. You can understand and see, but you cannot move. And then they project. That's it looks mm, like a if you cut a sphere into two halves, and one half it's like glass, but it's more like it's like green, light green glass, and it's made out of semi energy, semi material thing. How to explain? It's almost like a hologram over your head, but it projects an image. It projects different images of different gods, of different figures, your mother, your father, your teachers in school, like everything that's gonna be in your life, where you're gonna send you to, and you absorb it into that box. Like they're filling up the box, they're programming it. It's like hard disk, and they are putting programs on it in your head, in the box, to make you believe in certain things, make you believe like um God, angels, guides, whatever, all this stuff created by the false matrices in astral and physical, and all the traps and everything, all the movements that they come up with more and more to deceive more and more. It's all in there. The box in the chest, it has a connection to their station. It's like a station. It's like a lab, but also a station. There's a station on one of the satellites, connected to one of the satellites underneath the dome. The satellites are actually, that's an agreement in between the those in charge, in power on Earth, and between alien races. They're used as transmission devices for blocking certain energies in going into the Earth, for blocking certain energies coming out of the Earth, for influencing this common consciousness layer that most people are connected to, for that. The box connects to their, it's like a scientific center that you're in. It's just one of the labs. The reproduction thing. They're gonna try to make hybrids. They put together like a list. You're gonna be providing them with information that you're gonna be used for. Um, they want to use you as an incubator for hybrids and for DNA manipulation, mutation, whatever experiments. It's like there's so much, and they can add to it anytime they want, that I feel. I see it on the screen as just a file. And then I see how they put you. It's almost like it's like a portal system. It's right from the ship goes straight to Earth. But before, because you went through this artificial, there's something about it's a major trap. This art, I've seen it before. But what I see happen to you, when a soul is sucked in, sometimes it's sucked in, all the time it goes by itself because it's deceived. It thinks it's something interesting, and it's like curiosity takes it there. Um, that artificial source scans you and gives you a number. It's like that code that they scan at the store. I forgot how it's called. Um, it's like a stamp on you with numbers. 39208. That's what I see. 39208. It's on you. It's your code. Because when you go through, it's like you become part of the matrix system, of the artificially created matrix system that is controlled by the quantum computers. That is, all the information about you will be reported to the main computer on the moon, powered by the black hole, by the AI. And when you go to Earth, 29 lives, this is 30th. When you go to the first life, I see you as a tree first. I see you as a bird next, and the third life as a child. Child in Peru, waving baskets with the mother. Little girl, black hair, kind of tan skin. Mother, you call her Muna, Munah. You call her by name. She has more children. They go to some school. You're the youngest. She teaches you about nature by talking to you and showing you how to wave things, how to make. You make different things with her at home. And you cook with her, and then the children come back home. There's 6 of them all together. They just throw you from one incarnation to another, basically. Every time you're done with incarnation, they put you in some hologram. It's like a dream within a dream. Basically, let me explain. I see exactly how they do it. So when you get out of the body, let's say if we fast forward in that life of the girl, she calls you Lila. And so when Lila dies, it's just some virus or something. Yeah, I see a cut on your skin on your arm by your wrist. It gets infected and like you get infection into your blood. It's like sepsis or something. But you're old. You're 68. Your immune system doesn't work well. And so you get out of the body and you go straight, you're like magnetized by the connection to the spaceship that you have. Because you also have that tube go into the artificial source. Um, and you kind of like right go straight there, not to the source, to the lab where they put all the implants on you. And I know I just see you like straight away going into capsule. It looks like a big lab tube. It's suspended. It's strangely suspended. Like there's like a dark room, and those tubes are like it's like a shelf by the there's shelves, and you're by the ceiling, and there's a tube going through the top into the ceiling, and you're inside. You look like you when you go back, you look like that body that you took form, with blonde hair and green eyes. You go back to that. And it's like they project this thing as they change the implants, put you on the chair again, strap you down, and all this stuff. Put some gas in the tube, like green kind of color, kind of green, dirty green color gas to put you in the stasis state. They like they project through that screen technology in your head. Like you go to your god or whatever there was. You believed in some gods, multiple actually, in that life in Peru. And you go to the place where gods live, and it's like a story. It's almost like a fairy tale that they project into your head. So you feel kind of relaxed and good. So you would let them put implants in. You would not remember yourself and start putting, like, disobeying or whatever, using your force and power against them to get out. And then you see that, and when they're done, I think they put new implants in, they make them better, they improve them because they run their course and then they're done. They become old. They send you yet for another incarnation. It's like a process. It's like a well-known process. I feel that they always do it to everybody who gets there. Um, and all those 29 lives like that. What's interesting is they do create hybrids. I see 6. They didn't create clones, but they did create hybrids. It's just the weirdest thing. It's like I see a room. It's a huge room, but that's like right here. There's 6 in a row, and yeah, I see like a stamp there that they belong to you. I just know they do. They're connected to you. They're little tiny threads of light that you provide to them to activate them. It's your energy. It's about 4% that you give them so they can grow. It's like you nurture them with your light, with your energy. And one of them looks like an insectoid with a human head. Another one looks like a dog or a wolf with a humanoid head also. Another one looks like almost like a bird, but the same human head was the beak. And then the fourth one looks weird. It's like body of snake with a human head. Another one looks like a horse with a human head. And yet another one was, I don't know, it's almost like an amphibian being, totally like a human, but it's got webbed feet and webbed hands. So, yeah, those are connected to you. Let's go back to, I'm in your energy sphere right now. I'm just looking at everything. So, what first thing you did, you're just straight going back to where you even discovered that when you're looking at the screens, now that you know what happens, you cancel out going to that black hole. You actually take the black hole, you transform it, you like surround it with your own energy and condense it into one dot, into one tiny little ball, and you dry it out. It's artificial technology. It's made out of black gold. They made it. It's like those are parasitic, the black holes, because they're supposed to trap beings inside, or if they're connected to something, they would be like a portal that creates very strong electromagnetic field around, and it would suck you in. And if it's connected to a planet, it would make you incarnate on the planet, or it would transform you to a lab or any spaceship. So you change that. So I don't see you getting that stamp anymore. Not going there. So that changed. So now you just like physically, etherically, energetically disconnect from that. The tube looks very physical. That's why I said it. So you disconnect that white metal tube from yourself, that leading to that artificial source that they created to trap souls. So you disconnect from the six threads. You just unplug them from yourself. They just plugged like on your lower back in the horizontal position where waist is, lower waist. You take out that disco type ball with mirror technology out on the table. You created a table to put them on. Then you take that box from your heart area. Then you take the other, that was a rectangular, the square one is in the brain. You take that one out too. Put it there. I tell you to open the portal, you open the portal, and you put them all in. You create like tornado fire in the portal, so the implants are burning. They can only be used once anyway. They're specifically designed according to your parameters, which they measured on the spaceship. So those are gone. Oh, I see like the hybrids are like drying out and disappearing. Like this, like molecular dispersion happening or something. Like they dry out and disappear. And then you're there at the spaceship. You order them to delete your file. They give you the access to computer. The whole thing is like a touch screen. You don't even touch the screen. It's like you do like this. And by touching it, basically almost like in your mind, and wanting to delete it, it gets deleted by itself. You ask them for paper copies because you know they do have them. I see they have shelves down under the table. Fourth shelf. Take it out. There's like a pile of papers. There's 16 papers. You ask them for how long was the contract, and they say, well, it doesn't have expiration date. It goes forever until you figure out that you're being used. So you take the papers, you tear them into halves, and then you put them into the furnace. And you have a stick and you're just turning it so they get burnt up. You feel like a great relief. You're done with that. You push the whole furnace out to manage a sphere. The beings, the beings are from Sirius. Who took you? From Sirius A. They were taken over by the dark side Dracos. You're saying dark side Dracos. You say they're light side Dracos. And they were implanted with implants. So they went, their way of thinking, their consciousness became stagnant. They went into stagnation mode, in more technology-based mode. And you know that I'm from Sirius because you've seen me. And I actually I refused the implants, and they punished me in that life, in the 8th dimension, and they sent me to Earth. That's how you remember me. You remember my energy pattern from that. I was at the same lab. Yeah, it's interesting. So let me see. 36 strands of DNA that you have. They deactivated all 34. They only left 2 as human DNA. It's actually not human. It just deactivated. Just that they left 2. Your subconscious says, imagine how powerful we are if we can create so much only running on 2 strands. What you can do if you reactivate your other ones. And that's exactly what you're doing now. You know, it's simple how they did it. They just put like, it almost looks like rubber band to me. They're black little rings that they put on each strand and like closed it up like this. And the energy doesn't flow anymore. It's like it's encapsulated inside, and all your knowledge and experiences on other stars or planets of other galaxies, that they just not, you cannot access them. They've done it to everybody here. They really, you're saying they really despise humanoid form on this earth, on this universe, in this universe. And then the Greys are the ones who who made a deal with Star Whites and with their technology that they use. And then the other forces came, like Anunnaki, and they all took over, and they created duality everywhere, actually. There is a duality on Arcturus, there is a duality on Sirius. There's everywhere, in every galaxy, there's good and bad ones. And you're saying it's important to distinguish if you're dealing with positive Pleiadians or negative ones, or Arcturians or whatever. You took all the 34 rings off, threw them out in the portal with fire. And I see like you're creating like a bathtub, like a jacuzzi. You're going into it to cleanse your mental, emotional body. They get dissolved. The water gets into you and dissolves them. I keep looking at this thing. What is this thing? Can't understand this. It's like an energy of, like, imagine the like an ink. Somebody dropped an ink on the paper. That's how it looks. It doesn't have DNA. It's totally technology. It feels like it would be black gold to me. Let me go to the moment when they installed it. It's like some installation in your energy sphere or something. After the fifth incarnation, they put like, at one point they put like a mirror, but it's not a mirror. They can go behind it and watch you, much like in the room where they interrogate people behind the glass, the mirror or the wall. They can see you through and you cannot see them. And this one is a different thing. They keep changing things. Um, this one obviously AI technology that absorbs the information from you, from literally every pore of your being, of your body, from your energy body and physical body also. All the parameters, all the processes, regeneration, aging, whatever. I mean, everything. It's kind of like technology learns through you how to be a human. That's what I get from it. So you encapsulate it into this metal capsule, and you put it in the black hole, and you program it to be recycled in the black hole. So this one's done. In terms of, I get this, that there's this thing that the programs that they programmed you with, like to make you understand, it's, I'm not powerful enough, I'm not good enough, I cannot be successful as others, I don't know as well as others. Main programs of Matrix, I've seen you got rid of them, the water absorbed them, and you pushed out the jacuzzi when you got out. To cleanse your body. It's just your way to cleanse them. You can do anything you want, imagine and create. But it's like they would try to suppress you, suppress you, suppress you. It's like mentally, emotionally, morally throughout their lives. It's what I feel, that suppression, and it's like hitting you on your head and squeezing you, and you feel so big. but they keep putting you in this little tiny bodies and you don't feel so big, you don't feel powerful anymore. And because you don't feel powerful anymore, the programs work perfectly. They try to make you as a perfect soldier of the matrix like the other ones are, basically to delay your figuring out who you are and how you can go back. um I mean, you figured everything out, how screwed up everything is. Basically, the AI mimicked and copied everything created by us, by true energy source of everything that's been created and that will be created, which is already created in a way. And it's learning from us and it's trying to take over the biological matter. That's what happens. So, but I see you happy and clean, and I see you raised your vibration and you started regenerative processes of all your organs, mucous membranes, muscle tissues, neurons, all the immune cells, all the systems in the body, lymph nodes, lymphatic fluid system, everything. Your energy is circulating through. It's like the sparkling. It's like a light gray energy. It's very light gray. I mean, it's yeah. I don't think we have these colors now in on Earth like that. But yeah, your subconscious is feeling great and happy to be free. So you can ask questions if you want.
I actually, you answered a lot of them. It's so awesome. Because one of the questions was going to be why, and do I always feel that I'm not enough, that I'm too small, that I'm not successful, that I can't do anything? You answered that.
Mm.
And my other question was, I've been wanting to, I feel since I've been very small, like 10 years old, I've been reading about spiritual things all my life. And I always wanted like to activate my DNA because I try to do things and it doesn't work for me. And
Hmm.
you answered that as well, so that is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's those are the programs. You figure them out. See how it happens. It's like in all the 29 lives and this one 30 lives basically together. You're running and getting to the point of finish line when you figure everything out for yourself. And that's why in this life you like absolutely know what you wanted. You wanted to be free, you wanted to go back. And nothing can hold you here anymore because of your knowledge and your realization of things. It's like your consciousness level is always growing up. At some point it reaches the sky, the point when you're ready to liberate yourself, and that's what you did.
And if I've liberated myself now, is there a way to avoid being trapped in the future, or does that take care of that? Or is it my knowledge that won't let me have that happen again?
It's all about what you believe in, or the reason why people get trapped at the earth level because they're religious or they believe in other non-religious things like or some Shambhala or some those places or spaces that they believe that they want to experience and they go to, or they believe in some guide who would take them by hand and take them somewhere. But all those guides, everything belongs to the astral matrices. If you start to understand that we are the creators of this universe, and we are the original beings of this universe, and we can do anything we want. We can just, if you don't believe in anything but believe in yourself, solely believe in yourself, you can go any way you want it. There are openings all over even those layers that we call the dome, there are openings all over the place. If you don't find an opening, you can burn through the layers. I mean, I've done it myself, like in my astral
Mhm.
travels, yeah, and then in sessions. Like I see people all the time escaping that way because they expand their energy spheres through their belief that they're big, they're powerful, right? The focus on the inside of the nucleus of their soul, which is the essence of the soul, and they expand, they become big like a big fireball. It just goes like it teleports, literally, like you teleport yourself from here when you come out of the physical body onto this your natural original place where we all came from. It looks beautiful. I mean, it looks like energy getting bigger, 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 and we're like little energy balls coming out, 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 out. So I see it. And then we create our spaces, which you can call rooms. I mean, this observation room, it's kind of like a space created by a few souls, you and somebody else. That's what I feel. Just like co-creation, um, to simply to decide for whether you want to experience yourself. See, the natural source, as I understand, the souls, where we come from, we want to experience ourselves in different physicality, in different energy bodies or physical bodies. That's why we incarnate. And we bring the knowledge to our own selves. It's not like we bring the knowledge to somebody outside of us. It's actually us, bigger us, bigger you wants to know more. So it kind of like fragments itself into multiple little sparks, and each spark goes in different incarnations, and you can watch like on the screen all the incarnations, and through that little spark of you experience them. um if you focus your attention on a particular one, you can experience it and feel through different events and things like that. So, and if one of your sparks gets into trouble, like we got stuck in this prison, right, for lives
Mhm.
after lives, so the bigger you, higher self, tries to resolve this problem. So it gives you more information to your subconscious, and your subconscious tries to communicate to your conscious, to your mind, in the physical mind, to tell your physical mind, give this information to wake up. Or, like we call this Kundalini awakening or something. It just basically what I see, it's like when looked, what happened to me was my Kundalini awakening, so called. It's like my bigger me gave a huge burst of energy, like like a huge
Mhm.
wave to my physical body. Hey, wake up, it's time, you've got to wake
Yeah.
up to get out. And so that's what happens. I didn't see any snake, and it's all like fairy tales. It's crazy because the snakes are connected to Anunnaki, as I see, and they wanted to take over human DNA and use us for multiple purposes, basically for you know, getting our great abilities according to our DNA, mutate with their DNA so they can become more powerful like us, because we are more powerful than any other race in reality. That's
Wow.
the truth. If they didn't block us,
Mm. Otherwise, they wouldn't care.
right? Yeah. So if you don't have any more questions, we can come out, or if you want to check on somebody, I can. Or if you want to make a separate video, just your personal questions, I can do that too. It's
Sure,
up
that
to
would be
you.
great.
Yeah, okay. Okay. later.